everybody. So I am back. This is so exciting. I'm back from D23. I had an amazing experience and hopefully you enjoyed my updates that I did. I was really tired doing those updates, so hopefully you still enjoyed them. I don't know, I haven't even watched over them again, but anyway, I was thinking about what I wanted to do for Obscure Animation this month, and it just seemed appropriate to do something involving Disney, since I've just been so immersed in D23 and all things Disney. D23 is the expo, the Comic-Con for Disney, and they do it every 2 years. I was able to take a panel while I was there about the ink and paint ladies, that they're going to be a book about them. Things they talked about with the early animation is the silly symphonies that were very crucial into making Walt Disney a success and to making his studio a success. I thought that might be fun to talk about the silly symphonies this month for Obscure Animation. And amongst Disney fans, these are certainly well known, but I think outside it's probably not as well known. Silly symphonies were something that Walt started in 1929. They lasted for 10 years. They were something that was a counterbalance to what he was doing with Mickey. Mickey was extremely popular at the time, both in merchandising and in the shorts themselves. And he wanted, something else to offer people and to be able to sell and everything like that. And so he started out with the skeleton dance, and the skeleton dance was black and white, and a lot of people thought it was crazy to do something so dark and so scary. He had always insisted that his animation was not for children, that it was for everybody. And so he did the skeleton dance. It was a big hit. People really liked it. And then he used the silly symphonies as a way to experiment with concepts, with ideas, with tone, and also with techniques. And one of the early things that he was able to do was to get a contract with Technicolor, and Technicolor had a 3-strip animation technique for the color, and they had gotten, I think, 60% done with the flowers and the trees short, but they scrapped it and they did it all again in color, and it was a huge, massive hit. It's pretty popular, pretty famous of the early Disney animation films. It's a delight. It's very fun, and they actually ended up winning 7 Academy Awards for the Silly Symphonies for animated short, and they were able to do many important stories, many memorable shorts, like The Tortoise and the Hare, The Ugly Duckling. Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod is one of my favorites. The Grasshopper and the Ants, a lot of parables, a lot of stories. He experimented with some, like I said, some darker stories, some scary stories that he would then use once he started his feature film of Snow White. You can see elements of the Silly Symphonies in the way that he uses music in that picture, the way he uses certainly scares and other storytelling techniques, the way he has the Seven Dwarfs is similar similar to the some of the stories, like the Three Little Pigs was a huge win for him. At a certain point, it was even more popular than the Mickey shorts, was the Three Little Pigs. The Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf became kind of an anthem of the Depression era.
Who's there? I'm a poor little sheep with no place to sleep. Please open the door and let me in.
Not for the hair of our chinny chin chin. You can't fool us with that old sheepskin.
They had some holiday shorts like The Night Before Christmas and Santa's Workshop. A lot of really fun, memorable stories, and I think they hold up very well. Like I watch them and I'm still entertained by them. I still find them really charming. I like animated shorts. I've always liked animated shorts. The way they use music was, of course, wonderful. They're silly symphonies, so of course they do that. But they tell nice little stories, and the animation, I think, still looks really nice, and it's still very fluid. It's amazing how fast-paced the animation is. Something like the flowers and the trees, just how fast they're moving, and the way that it moves and flows, and the way even the skeletons and how quickly the animation goes. It's pretty impressive considering the time that they were made, and I still think they look really good. We'll really enjoy, plus it'll be a good learning experience for them. And like I said, a lot of these are parables, and so they can learn something also from the stories themselves, like the tortoise and the hare and the ugly duckling and things like that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Silly Symphonies. They're delightful, and definitely something I think that everybody should see and check out. And they are very expensive if you want to buy them, but you can easily find them through YouTube if you just Google Silly Symphonies. There's tons of them available to watch. There are 75 total Silly Symphonies, and so yeah, let me know what is your favorite, and put in the comment section. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!